Hey guys, this is our quarterly market update. We're going to dive in a little bit to the Saratoga and Schenectady County markets and show you what's been happening for the beginning of this year and track it back a couple of years just so you have a better feel for what's going on in the marketplace right now. It's pretty crazy time, so this is very fun. I do have to say, like I do every market update, this is third-party data, so it is not guaranteed. It's coming from a third-party source, but let's dive in and take a look what's going on because it's super exciting stuff to look at. So first of all, what we're looking at right now is Saratoga County. This is a 2-year period here, and this is pricing. So what you see on this slide is not a surprise. It is the fact that what is for sale currently is up in price 18.5%, which is crazy. The under contract stuff is up closer to about 14%, and that's right in line with the sold stuff. So what you can see here is a little bit of speculation because the market is going so crazy right now. People are putting on their houses for sale at even crazier prices because they're trying to sort of price to where the market is going. But even the sold stuff is up 15%. So that's pretty crazy appreciation in a 2-year time period. The average price of for sale houses in January of 2019 was about $350 in Saratoga County, and today it's about $415. Nuts. The average sold price was $279 and it's now about $320. So again, pretty astronomical type numbers, but this is really the crazy part. So now let's go to the supply and demand in Saratoga County. I mean, look at this. In January of 2019, compared to where we are today, we're down 51% in inventory. Like somebody just took half of the houses that were for sale and threw them out the window, and we're left with only half of the inventory. But what is selling is up almost 20%. That is what is creating the perfect storm for a seller right now and the misery for buyers. These numbers. It's absolutely crazy. Now let's take a look at Schenectady County. It's just going to take me a minute here to switch over. It's just really unbelievable. We're living through kind of, unprecedented times personally, and also when we're talking about the real estate market here. It's just unlike anything I've ever seen before. Even though when I started in real estate, it was 2006. So it was right in the times where, we were just coming off of a time like this, 2004 and 2005, and even some of 2006 was similar. But for me, this is the first, since this is the first time something like this has happened in our market, being a real, true, super strong seller's market. It's typically either an even market or a buyer's market. Okay, so now we're going to look at Schenectady County. Let me just throw a couple more data pieces on here and show you some trends. So in Schenectady County, if you follow our market temperature, you're already going to know this information. Obviously, prices are on the rise. They have been significantly. And they're almost in line with what Saratoga County prices are. The for sale homes are up 17%. The under contract homes are up about 15% in pricing. And then the sold homes, what's actually selling, is only up about 7%. So not really as drastic in the pricing increases as it has been in Saratoga County. The average for sale price was $179.5 in January 2 years ago, and now it's about $210. And the sold was $171 and now it's about $183. So definitely less significant in terms of the pricing increases than it was in Saratoga County. But this is a 2-year graph. If you really pay close attention here, you'll see, last January was pretty much the low in terms of the sold prices. So we've had a much bigger increase in this last year than we have when you're just looking at the two. It was a little bit more dramatic over the past year than it was on a 2-year history. So let's take a look at supply and demand in Schenectady County. Just like Saratoga, it's significantly down. Although these numbers are even a little bit more extreme, although we're not down 50% in inventory, we're only down 25% in inventory. But the demand is up significantly more than Saratoga County, being up almost 40%. More houses have sold. That's a crazy number. So 40% in the last 2 years from where we were in January 2019 versus where we are today in Schenectady County. So a quarter less homes and almost 50% more sales. This is why we're constantly putting out the messaging. Please tell us if you have even had a glimpse of selling your home or even thought about it just for a conversation. Your house may be worth so much more than you think right now. You can literally name your price in some cases, and we may be able to find or may have a buyer for you. So this is why we're just constantly putting that message out, because it is such a great time if you are looking to sell. Dominic and I have actually sold 3 of our own investment properties this year because we're trying to capitalize on this market. So don't be shy. Feel free to reach out and we'll tell you where you stand. And it might just be enough to make you want to sell. There's a lot of options if you need to purchase. It's not always like easy peasy these days to have to sell your house and then buy, but we do have some ideas that are a way to capitalize on this market and still get you in another house. You might have to wait a little bit to buy, or strategically you may want to wait a little bit to buy, but that's the type of things that we will talk through with you during a consultation. So that's the market update for this quarter. We'll talk about this again early summer. We'll do another one. Thanks, guys.